Good morning, guys. It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So, yeah, let me see you show your. Look at my wax. Everybody's telling me to use it, so I'm using it. I know it's weird looking. Okay, grab them if you got them, Brenda. Brenda, I'm talking to you. Grab your coffee. You actually drink your water. Look, see that right there? That's me drinking my water. Okay, because water builds your muscles. No, I don't know. I'm just being a dork. So today's video is how to plan to succeed with virtually anything you want to do in life, okay? You're probably thinking, John, you live in a trailer. Well, you know what? I've succeeded a lot so far. And I promise you, I will succeed much further. Today, I feel like I'm on top of the world. Do you know why? Because I didn't put things off, okay? Today, specifically, this damn heater is so loud. I always do that. Um, I'm sure you've heard the expression before. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So basically, if you don't have a plan, you're planning just to fail. Okay, a lot of people say, all kinds of different things, but the gist of it is, if you really don't have something set in stone, I have. You can't see them right now, but you can see all my goal sheets and everything that I'm working towards. I actually need to revisit those and re-alter them, because if you're not constantly evolving and working towards the big plan, then you will kind of just be a wandering generality and get a little bit lost. So I apologize for the lighting, but the first and foremost best thing I can teach you, I learned out of a book I read. It's called No Excuses. I think Brian Tracy wrote it. It was one of my favorite books. Virginia read it. Some other people read it. I'll put it in the links in the description below. Actually, I have that book. Let's see. This is my version of the book, okay? It's got writing all over it. If you can see, it's got writing all over it. No Coke. I don't know why it says no Coke on the back. But there's writing throughout the whole thing, and that's how good this book was. It is literally teaches you the process of making sure you work on your self-discipline, as well as actually setting goals and achieving them. It's a really good book. I think it's like $8 or $10 or something like that. And yes, Brian Tracy wrote it. But something I took from that book that I actually really enjoy, and I'm not trying to share somebody else's ideas. I've talked about this before. It's not new news, but it's very effective, and I caught myself slipping and not doing it. So over the course of the last week, because I instilled it in my brain by reading that book over and over and over and over again, I took that book to 18 countries throughout Europe, and I read it over and over and over. And it's an engaging book. It makes you write stuff down. It makes you do these little quizzes, and it makes you do stuff. So it's very interactive. You're not just like reading and reading and reading, and you're like, oh my God, when does it end? It's not like that. It's very ADD friendly, okay, or ADHD friendly, or squirrel friendly. So, and it's an easy one to go back into all the time. But something I took from that was, they didn't necessarily say this, but I kind of altered it into my own version. They were saying, make a list each day and then don't go to the whatever it was. But my version of it is the night before, grab a piece of paper and write down a list of things that you want to achieve the following day. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't know what I want to achieve the following day. You do know what you want to achieve the following day. The difference is you're not stressed out, you're not all frazzled, you're not all screwed up in the mind saying, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that. You're relaxed. You know what needs to be done to be able to achieve your goals the next day. Okay? And I'll run you through an example list of how I do it. But you're probably thinking, well, I'm not clear and relaxed in my mind about, the following day. I get all stressed out, blah, blah, blah. You're stressed out because of the current day. Tomorrow's probably on your mind, but it's not actually, what's the major issue. So basically how you're going to do this is, you could do this the day before. You could do this on Sundays. I don't care if you want to do it a week in advance, like meal prep. If you want to meal prep while you're cooking your food, you could do your weekly list. That's perfectly fine. But be careful you don't put too many things on there. I would do A, B, C, D, maybe E, but I would say A, B, C, D, and then anything that doesn't fit in those 4 categories can just be like free stuff. So basically how it works is, how I've designed my own personal version of it, is you have A. Letter A has to be done immediately. You wake up within an hour of you waking up, you literally have to have A at least started or at least halfway through it or something. You have to at least start A. Okay, so my A is workout. Okay, that's my new A. My new A could change, it could move around, it's whatever. But tomorrow, my A is workout. I can't do anything until I do that. I wake up, I get in the shower, I go to the gym. Nothing happens until that is completely done. Next, and I cannot move to another item until it's done, okay? If it's an urgent bill, a court appointment, a doctor's appointment, something that you can't screw up, okay? Something that you want to succeed has to be number 1. That is your A, letter A. You cannot move to B, C, D, or F, or whatever, until you've finished the first one. And you may have quite a few letters. That's perfectly fine. If you have a busy schedule or a crazy life, I understand that. That's acceptable. But the next thing is B, make a video. I worked out today. I'm making a video. This is my list in action, you guys. You're seeing this actually happen right now. Make a video. I can't go to C. I cross out A. A's done. I worked out. Make a video. B's done. Well, not completely, but it's pretty much in the happening right now. As soon as I hit the done button, I'm done. I can move on to C. If I don't finish B, can't move on to C, and so on. Number C, respond to messages and YouTube questions on like healthy living for a healthy life. I can't wake up and focus on responding to messages. I'll send a good morning message, or whatever, but I cannot start responding until I've worked out and I've made my video. Because you know what happens if I start responding to messages? Then I start chatting it up with people and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. That's all cool. That's great for networking and stuff like that. But let's be honest, it's not pushing me to my goals. It's not getting me there, okay? Postponing a conversation for a couple hours could be extremely beneficial. Don't be afraid to tell somebody, hey, I'm busy. I can't talk right now. I'll hit you back up when I have my letters done, or you know what I'm saying, like when I get done with what I need to do. Most people will be like, okay, and if they're offended and they get pissed off, screw them, whatever. You know, you got something that you're looking to achieve. It's not their goal, it's your goal. So focus. Next thing is read for 1 hour. D, I'm not kind of looking forward to that because I'm sort of hyper today, but that's okay, so I won't fall asleep when I'm reading. So what I do is, because I'm ADHD and because I'm like sporadic, I'll take one book. By the way, I'll put links to all my books that I'm currently reading in the description below if you guys are interested. This one's one. No Excuses is not one, but I'll put it in the description. You're a Bad ASS is in the description. That's what I'm currently reading. And How to Un Yourself is another one. I haven't currently started it, but it's coming next. And then the next one after that is going to be Sharon Hope Parker's mom's book. And apparently they have a chapter in there all about Sharon and her troublemaking experiences. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if she's starting trouble. But regardless, so I take 4 books and to split it up so that I don't get stressed out. Because let's be completely honest, if I read freaking book for a straight hour, I will get tired. And it kind of puts a damper on my whole day. And then I can't wake back up and get going. So I'll read 15 minutes. I'll set my timer. It goes off. I go to the next book. I read 15 minutes. I set my timer. I go to the next one. I set my timer. Boom. 4 books, 15 minutes each. I'm not like all brain scattered or whatever. Well, maybe kind of. That depends on you. But maybe you can read through. That's fine. But this works for me best because reading is not my perfectly awesome forte. I love reading now. But I will be completely honest, if I read too much of one thing, I start to get drugged down. So it's like fresh, 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 and done. So the next thing is D. That was D. Number E is make live videos. Unfortunately, I made a live video, but it was on the way to the gym to get workout. So in my defense, that was still acceptable. It didn't stop me from doing my workout or anything like that. But then I make live videos. I cross that off. And I will post kayak ads. And then right at the bottom, you'll notice, if you can see that without losing focus, everything else. Okay, everything else comes after F. I don't care if it's walking around the block or whatever. But what this does is it works on achievement, and you will notice that you will get an awesome sense of achievement. After you go to the first one, you're like, yeah, cross that off. Next one, yeah, cross that off. You know, and pushing through those things, because honestly, maybe I would not make a video. Like, it's hard to motivate yourself to make videos every day. And I'm not saying that because I don't love it. It's just hard to come up with new content sometimes and do different things. And, you know, sometimes it gets put off. And if you put it off too long, you lose your energy, you lose your motivation, and you just don't do it. And that could be very well what you're doing. You know, it could be doing the yard work or doing whatever. So keep that in mind. I hope you guys liked our video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you're new here, please check out our Facebook groups. They're called World Travelers and Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. I will put them in the links in the description below. You guys have a beautiful day. Check us out on onebigimpact.com. As always, be stronger than your excuses. Yes, I'll put a link in the description below. We are only having those shirts and content available. It's like a campaign for like 20 days. We'll bring it back. We're starting the store. We'll have lots of cool stuff in the future, guys. Be stronger than excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Peace.